What's up guys, and with all the FIFA 14 prediction videos which are flying about at the moment, I thought I'd hop on the bandwagon and do my own little series of it. And basically what I'm going to be doing is predicting potential future legend cards. These legend cards have been released over the last couple of days, and there's been no actual confirmation whether those are the only ones which are going to be released or whether there's going to be any future ones. And I, for one, think that they will actually be releasing more of these cards, and for that reason I'm going to predict potential cards which I think are legendary players, and these are the players which I think have a shout at getting one of these cards in FIFA 14. Moving on to the first card, this player was without doubt one of my favourite players of all time, and he actually inspired me to play in that position for my younger years. And it's the Great Dane himself, Peter Schmeichel. And yeah, as I mentioned, when I was younger I actually used to play in goal in primary school, and however, as soon as year 6 turned to year 7, the goals grew to pretty much full-size goals, and I didn't grow. I just didn't grow at all, and yeah, so that put an end to my goalkeeping career, which is quite a bummer. Cheers mum and dad for these mad genetics which you've given me. Anyway, enough of my boring life story, and back onto Schmeichel. The reason why I think he was so good was because he had a style which no one really got. It was very unique to himself. He was big, he was very agile. The amount of one-handed saves which he did were just ridiculous. I mean, there's numerous save compilations on YouTube. The other thing which made him so good was his own unique style of saving one-on-ones, where he'd do his the player would be running at him and then he'd just jump and make himself look as big as possible. It was kind of like a star jump. I might even show myself doing a video of it now. So yeah, that happened, and he was just a different class of player, and I don't think there's been another keeper which has matched his level. He was just something else, and that's why I think he deserves a legendary card. There's no reason why I think that they have to bring in a new batch, because they can't leave a player of this quality out of those legendary cards. Moving on to the second card, and this guy was an absolute hero, loved by the fans. As a neutral, you just want to see him play. And of course it's JJ Okocha. The bottom fans often said that they named him twice because he's so good, and he really did live up to that chant as such. What made him so special was the amount of flair which he would play with. He didn't seem to have any care. He just always played with a smile on his face, and he just looked like he really wanted to play football. He was also the bottom captain, and he was a very important role in their team during the period which he was playing. He'd also step up, take free kicks in big moments, and he'd score them. There was one free kick which I can remember was the outside of his boot over the wall and into the corner, and it was just a ridiculous goal, and he'd often score ridiculous goals like that, and that's why I've given him 90 shooting on the card. Also, as I mentioned before, the flair which he brought, he'd definitely be 5-star skills if he was brought back into FIFA 14. Some of the skills which he'd do in games were just like stuff which you see in skill compilations. They really were. He did rainbow flick over someone's head in the corner flag from what I remember, and also one of the best ones was when he avoided a slide tackle from David Beckham, and then the ball was bouncing and he chipped it over Roy Keane's leg and then did like a back heel pass to someone. If you just go check a video of a compilation of JJ Okocha after this video, then I'm sure you'll be entertained a lot more than this video, that's for sure. He was just a legendary player, he really was, and what capped it off was just his great personality which just shined through, and his celebrations as well. He did some stupid celebrations, like stupid dances and stuff like that, and he just really looked like he enjoyed his football. That's it for this episode guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's obviously a new series to my channel, so if you could leave any feedback that'd be great. Yeah, until then, turkey out.